Hey folks, welcome back to Guitar Wishlist. My name is 3-Chord Dave and today we're taking a look at the Gretsch 6136 White Falcon. It's the single cut version in case you're wondering. Now before we get into it, just want to remind you there are some links in the description of all the videos on the channel, ways you can support the channel. You might want to pick up, for example, some lovely merch that says 3-Chord Dave on it. Just a suggestion. Anyway, if you do that, that'd be super cool. And let's get on to the video. Make sure you're subscribed, by the way, because there's a new guitar wish list every single Monday and videos throughout the week as well. Now, the Gretsch 6136 White Falcon. It's a beautiful guitar. Looks like that. It's just fantastic. And one day I'd like to add one to my collection. Hence, we're making a video about it. Now, this guitar actually has a pretty interesting story. So it was 1954 and Jimmy Webster was like a marketing guy, head of marketing or something like that in Gretsch. And he came up with, let's build the Cadillac of guitars. That was the inception. That was the idea. That's what they wanted. The Cadillac of guitars. So they set about building a one-off for the 1954 NAMM show, which was the 6136. It was one-off, it was put on display as, hey, look how great we are, or look what we can do, look, this is fantastic. So much buzz was created, so much interest, so many people made offers for the guitar, so many people wanted to buy it, wanted to order it, know when they could get their hands on it. The Gretsch pretty much had no choice, they had to put it into production. So even though putting this guitar into full production was not actually something they thought about doing, they had no choice, they had to. So a year later they came back, the guitar was ready to be sold, it was now being produced and people could buy it. So what was it? Well, it's an arch top pretty obviously, it's got a maple back and sides, it's got a spruce top and it also has a maple neck with a ebony fretboard. So very cool. Interesting specs there. Now the earliest versions of this guitar came with the Armand Dynasonic pickups. Now in 1958 those were replaced with Filtertrons because you want Filtertrons if you got a Gretsch. So anyway, that's what they did. Filtertrons were developed, they were put into this guitar because why wouldn't you? So they stopped using the Armands at that point. Now that again, that was around 1958 when that happened. So this guitar had the gold plastic binding and it also had the lovely white finish, the gold pick guard with the Falcon on it, hence White Falcon, and pretty much is a very beautiful guitar. Now, this guitar did come out though, and this, as I said, this was kind of tagged as the best guitar we know how to make. So you can imagine they had to put a price on it for the best guitar. This guitar was competing with the likes of the Gibson Super 400, which was pricey for its day. So how much did the White Falcon cost? $600. Now you and I might say, hey, $600, that's a pretty good price. I'd buy one of those, $600. Yeah, let's do it. Deal. Not so fast, my friend. $600 in 1955 translates to about $5,800 today. So that's a spicy meatball right there. $6,000 pretty much for a guitar. So as you can imagine, it was out of most people's range price-wise. So you know, they didn't have to make them too fast because there wasn't that many people buying $6,000 guitars back in the day. So that's the 6136 White Falcon from Gretsch. Someday I would love to add one of these to my collection. Now, if I wanted a 50s guitar, it's going to cost me somewhere in the region of $100,000. Yeah, so I don't know, probably not going to happen. However, these are still in production and Gretsch are making them now. Now, Gretsch has a deal with Fender. It's not owned by Fender, it's still owned by the Gretsch family, but Fender basically runs the guitar side of the business. So they're essentially Fender-made guitars. You're looking at about $4,000 or euros for a brand new one. At the moment, they're made in Japan, I think. Those ones are still very, very cool. Comes with a Bigsby or not. It's up to you. On the used market, there's again different variations of these you can pick up from about 3,000, especially over the last 10 years or so are made. So very interesting, lots of cool choices to be made there. The White Falcon, of course, is only available in white. Get a black Falcon, I suppose, but there's a White Falcon that I hope someday I'll get to add to my collection. I'd love to know what you guys think of this guitar. Don't forget to leave me a comment in the comment section below and make sure you're subscribed so you don't miss any 3-Chord Dave content, especially not Guitar Wishlist next Monday. All right, guys, that's the video for today. Thank you so much for joining me and take care, and I'll see you in the next one.